What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Falcons fans? Another disappointing loss today. Um, like I said, we still got a lot to talk about, a lot to cover today. Bring your cares, comments, and concerns into the Benediction house. You already know how we get down. You either get right or you get left. We'll definitely cover some things. So y'all sit tight, stay tuned. We got you covered. Be easy. This is the Benediction. So before I let anybody in, I'm gonna get mine off real quick. So if you backstage, you gotta wait for a sec. So I'm letting you know now. At this point, Jimmy Lake is a guy that's gotta go. A lot of people say trust the process, all trust this here. Jimmy Lake's defense wasn't even worth a damn in Washington when he was a head football coach, let alone you literally come to Atlanta and you have pieces and you think you're going to work with something. It ain't happening. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you. The 3-4 scheme is really, we don't have the personnel to run it. It's not that good. I debated somebody on another podcast earlier this week that tried to argue with me to say, oh, well, this is this here and da 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 da. No, I told you the 3-4 is a problem. It was exposed today by a team that literally had pretty much a 3-game losing streak, and they came to Atlanta for a bounce back game. That right there should not happen. That was bad. I've never seen that team out of sync. We literally looked like we were in the preseason still. This was just awful all the way around. This was just an awful performance all the way around. Now, I'm going to get to it first. AJ Terrell, you signed a contract, buddy. You not living up to that money. Now that you got your money, I expect for you to be better, period. Let's just say this here. The linebackers were out of sync today on defense. They look lost. And when you look at it, it was just sad all the way around. It was sad. The other thing that was the problem was this. When you look at what we've done in all 3 phases, Koo missed a field goal today that literally could have kept us within striking distance. I think he was shaving points, in my opinion. I'm going to open this up to a few people in a moment. I mean, let folks come in a moment, but I got to get this off my chest. Zach Robinson, before halftime, I called it. You can't kill momentum on drives when your defense gives you turnovers. You already know that you have a defense that is not good at rushing the passer. You have to capitalize on every moment. You got to start running Tyler Algier more. I know Bijan Robinson is your guy. You've been clear about that. You want to make him another Christian McCaffrey. I'm sorry. Christian McCaffrey is a player in his own right. So is Bijan. In this situation, you literally got to stay in a position to where you got to feed 25. 25 was eaten, and you took the ball out of his hand again. You did it again. Now we need to start looking at you and questioning you. Kirk had a bad game. For those that are calling for Penix, y'all need to settle down. Kirk Cousins has led us to the top of the division. So if you're going to have Kirk Cousins slander, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm shutting it down. I'm shutting it down because Kirk is the guy. Kirk has us at the top of the division right now. Kirk has won games for us at the end. Y'all was all on him when he was swag surfing that he had on the Falcons hoodie today. But all I'm going to say is y'all got to chill on Kirk. He had a bad game today. It happens. Drake had a touchdown today, but it wasn't his best game because he's dropped stuff. We didn't go to Kyle Pitts. There's so much blame to go around. But lastly, I'm going to say this before I start letting folks in here. Terry Fontenot, we're in position to win now. To hell with those picks. Do what you got to do to bring Max Crosby in here and also bring Myles Garrett in here, period. We need a pass rush. Judon can't do it by himself. Judon's been getting held, and a lot of stuff has happened. So at the end of the day, you need to go ahead, give up that draft pick, Bring in this guy to help us win because we're in win mode right now. It's time to make this happen. It's time to get, as the legendary Outcast and Goody Mob would say, get up, get out, and get something. How will you make it if you don't even try? That's where I'm at with it. So without further ado, I'm opening this up to the fans or whatnot. Y'all come in here because I'm definitely going to be up in here with y'all. And all I'm going to say is this. I'm chiming in with y'all today, and we definitely need some words. So the first up to the bat, William stepped out. So, William, I'm waiting for you to get back in here, but we got C-Double in the building. Hey, man, what's up?
No, I know I'm in the Benediction, so I can't be wilding out too much. But now, look.
As long as you ain't smoking, you fine. I don't care. Like, right. Look, if y'all come up in here, look, we don't care. Listen, we don't care. Certain words will have y'all, it's not bad, but we can't be smoking up in here. We kind of got sponsors. We're working on some sponsorships right now. So y'all help us out.
All right. Well,
what's up, C-Double?
Man, look, we talked about this, Ron, and it's just frustrating because you were talking about it even at the halftime discussion. Run the ball. And then here we are. We get the ball back, in that second half. We're running with Bijan. And then they had to go to Kirk. And look, I get it. You want to kind of be balanced. But they couldn't stop the run. Tyler was getting some good yards. It was both. They were both looking good. But you just had to throw the pass. And look, it's on, it's like what you said. Everybody's getting some of this pie. It's one of those, it's a sour pie that you got to eat because you screwed this game up from the get-go. The defense, what defense? I mean, it's like this. When people go, well, y'all need to stop criticizing AJ Terrell. All right, but can you show me when he stopped somebody, a big elite receiver? He hasn't. I mean, he was getting abused out there. And, at some point, someone's got to wear the hat of responsibility. The pass rush, you notice how Jimmy Lake and Raheem were like, hey, guys, hey. They're now like twins because I don't know which one's which because of the fact that they're smiling like, oh, pass rush is coming along, guys. Just be patient.
The pistol formation is the problem. The pistol formation ain't the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is you're using the wrong personnel with the pistol formation. You run Tyler Algier out of the pistol. That's who you run out of the pistol. You don't run Bijan out of that. You always give Bijan a lead blocker. That's what his strength is. Give him a lead blocker.
And get someone that knows how to lead block. Don't just get somebody that's a tight end. Don't get this is what aggravates me so much, Ryan. It's simple football 101 that we talk about. And there's none of that here. I mean, am I missing something? I mean, it's like we don't have a fullback. We don't even have the tight end. Like Warner got hurt. And I know injuries are going to happen. That's what I told a couple of people. The game's still going. So we got to, step in, no problem. I ain't going to worry about it. But this is some ridiculousness, man.
All I'm going to say is this. Yeah. That was just bad all the way. It was bad all the way around. And when you look at it, man, all you can do is just sit back and just shake your head because it's like, yo, what's up? It's like you – look, and I visited Larry. I saw folks on his chat, and there's people calling for Penix right now. And I'm sitting back like, do you really think a rookie at this point that has never taken an NFL snap and you're playing against a team that's supposed to be a bounce-back team right now, you can't put that on him like that. He's not ready for that.
Hold on. They want to start him against Tampa Bay. And I'm going – that's a division game. You win that, you control your division. Don't be stupid. I mean,
one
go
loss
ahead.
is not going to
Sure.
hurt us. One loss is not going to hurt us because guess what? It's an NFC loss, yes, but guess what? It ain't a division loss. Detroit lost today.
Yeah,
let's talk about it. Detroit lost today.
Actually, no. Detroit's beating the Vikings right now, 31-29.
So they came back. Okay.
Yeah, they just kicked a field goal. There's 1 second left in the game.
And Minnesota is literally wow.
Minnesota is weird, man. I mean, this team, they're not ever out of a game, it looks like, with it. And I can't wait to play them because that'll be an interesting game. But
we're going to have our hands full in that ball.
Yeah, it is. It is. Because look.
If you're struggling with Seattle to be able to come after them now, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy coming into that.
All right.
What's good, Will?
Hey, it is official. Detroit did beat the Vikings. They just sacked them on the last play. So go ahead.
Man, what's going on, man, fellas? I ain't gonna be here too long. I might get ready to work. But man, these are my 3 takes off the game. I'm blaming this on coaching. Raheem Morris and them took the team lightly, bro. I hate to say it, Raheem Morris, but you been in the pain in the ass today. So all forgive me for saying this. We did not prepare. Why is we playing drop back in first of the snap? Why is we playing drop back? Even before people were saying why is we playing drop back? We should have had Talaja setting the tone early in the game. We should have kept running the ball. We had 112 yards rushing this ball. But Zach Robinson want to keep running the ball, keep running. I mean, not keep running, keep having Cousin and pistol formation. It was not working, bro. It was not working. We got blown out at home, and we got some fake fans, bro. We got some fake fans in this Atlanta base. I'm hearing people screaming out Seattle, the 12. I'm just like, I'm upset. Then Jimmy Lake, you ain't made no adjustment. You put no safety on top against DJ Metcalf the whole game. No safety talk. We just kept playing cover 2. I mean, it's just all 3 phases. We ain't got no pass rush. Charles Harris's blue assignment when Geno Smith threw the ball, he still hit the man in his leg. The man was really with 3 and out. You ain't even had to do that. Just putting ourselves in Bash's waist, and then we had too many penalties on the snap. It was just, man, it's been a rough game, man. Overall, man, we deserve to lose. We got beat. We got blown out by 29 points. We're gonna have to play more better, man. We have to switch this 4-3 switch this defense scheme.
That 3-4 scheme. I've been saying it, but everybody been kind of trying to trash me, saying, "Oh well, you need to trust Raheem." No, I'm telling you. You got to understand personnel and understand scheme. We don't have the personnel to run a 3-4.
Thank you.
Because you don't have that defensive tackle that's going to be able to hold it. Now, I'm going to tell you like this. For all y'all that just want to jump on Kirk, I want y'all to take responsibility and take your opinions and talk about the defense as well. Don't just put all this on Kirk because, like I said, the past couple of weeks, y'all been sitting here riding with him. Y'all already turning on him now. Like, no. Kirk literally got us to the top of the division because without him, we don't win those games at the end. We don't.
Thank you.
Say what you want. Kirk had 509 against a division rival.
That we're playing next week. We're playing next week, too.
Kirk also has literally led game-winning drives all season.
Yep.
Even against the Kansas City Chiefs that we got hosed in. So, again, if you're going to sit there and call somebody out, you need to call out your offensive coordinator for not calling the correct plays and using the personnel like we needed. So don't just sit here and call out Kirk and say, oh, well, he was a statue. We get it. That's not his game is to be a runner. Maybe on a bootleg, yes. Kirk made his living running bootlegs. He's not a runner. He'll pick up a first down if he needs to. If it's 1 or 2 yards, he can get that. But y'all have to get out of the phase of thinking about a Michael Vick type of quarterback. Vick ain't coming back through them damn doors. Understand this. 2001 all the way up until he left is not coming back. Understand this, people. Vick only had 1 playoff win because I've already seen in the chats. Well, Vick wouldn't have, man. Look, Vick ass didn't study the playbook. Vick ass only won one. He only won 1 playoff game. I stand 10 toes down on it. So if y'all got a problem with it, it is what it is. I love me some Michael Vick, but he didn't win when it counted.
Yeah.
Just saying.
And by the way,
stop trying to throw Vick in every conversation with quarterbacks. That is not the standard of quarterback in Atlanta. I'm sorry. You judge standards by winning.
Yes.
You judge standards by winning. And the winning is quarterback y'all didn't like.
Thank you.
And the man had an MVP.
So and he was like, oh, anyway, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But all I'm saying is this, though. No, I got you, Pharaoh. I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I agree. He does have to be better because he played bad today. I'm not taking that away. But what I'm saying is we've seen a lot of people turn tail and already start trashing as soon as we lost the game. This has been a problem ongoing with the fan base. Look.
Yes, it has.
This is going to be one of these games that you trip up on.
I heard you trying to get chicken sandwich.
Think about it. We always have 1 or 2 games that we trip up like this every year. Even the year that we went to the Super Bowl, we had a game like this.
Yeah.
So again, you got to ride it all the way out, man. It's just what it is. If you're going to be a fan, be a fan. Don't just be part-time with it. Let's call a spade a spade. We didn't play well today. But it doesn't mean that you sit here and take the logo off and throw it in the trash can. It's all about logo business with me.
No, I ain't saying that. I just feel like
no. I know what you're saying, Will, but it's a ton of people that have already come out and they're already on that negative bandwagon. Like we losing right now. We lost 1 game today.
But I feel like we should have took care of business because now we want to drop back to the 3rd seed because now you got
Washington
and they beat Carolina. They got their 2 seed back and we dropped back to 3rd. So man, I just feel like overall, man, moving forward, man, Raheem Morris got to make adjustments quicker, and he got to tell Zach Robinson, hey, I understand it's your first year, but we cannot be playing some pistol formation. We got to stick with the bread and butter running the ball.
Bro, run the ball pistol ain't the problem. You didn't hear me when I said this earlier. The reason the pistol didn't work is because Bijan doesn't work out of the pistol. It's Tyler Algier that is the running back that actually produces out of that formation. Pistol formation ain't a problem. Pistol is actually one of the best formations to run out of because there's a lot of misdirection and misdeception that you can get a defense with. And with a guy like Tyler Algier, you got to feed him. How many times did Tyler Algier get carries in the 4th quarter?
He probably got like 2
carries. I don't know if any of our backs. Yeah, I don't think any of our backs
carries in the 4th quarter.
Bijan, but they keep using Bijan Mustard too much. Too much Bijan Mustard too much. I'm blaming this on Zach Robinson, man. Because Zach Robinson, you know better. We just had 200 running the ball with Tyler Algier. We always keep messing up. It's like every week we always run for what works, bro. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
They had 100 apiece last. They damn near had 100 apiece last week. You got to work both of them. You can't just feed one the whole time.
Exactly.
It just don't work like that.
And then you got. I ain't mean to cut y'all off. You got secondary. Witherspoon can't even cover. He's a good tackler, but Witherspoon is garbage. Really, you see, he got trucked by David Montgomery. We played the Detroit Lions, but that's a whole different team. Anyway, man, I just feel like we could have took advantage of running the ball because they couldn't stop the run. We was running the ball down throat, and they was getting.
I put it this way: Witherspoon is a better cover corner than AJ, and he's a better tackler. I can tell you that.
God,
he far from garbage, dog. That's why, I get where you coming from with that because he got cooked. We got good receivers, but here's the thing about Witherspoon. Witherspoon was a dude I wanted to draft. That was a cat that literally would have fit our system perfectly because the secondary scheme was very similar to what he ran in Illinois. He's very fundamentally sound, and he will come up and hit you, and he don't miss many tackles. He just is on a bad defense, bro. We just made them boys look good today.
Yeah, fellas, I'm out head to work, man. I'll be in the bracket to listen to y'all boys, man.
All right, bro.
Hey, man, thank you for coming through as always, Will.
Take care, Will.
Rich, man, what's going on?
What's up, Nothing much. I just wanted to come on real quick for, I have my little party favors or whatever, because, boy, I need it today. Because, but that was a hard game to watch. Because I knew it was some bullshit from the first quarter because we went through 4 quarters of literally no holding calls. And I'm like, how that happened when I'm literally not putting the blame on the refs, but at the same time, it's like, I get why our team was felt defeated a little bit because it's like, how do you not taking away none of the mistakes they made, but how do you really overcome the refs. You have to play a perfect game, which was what they didn't do. And it's like, I'm gonna be honest, bro. We got to come out that 3-4. I'm gonna just the reason why we got to come out the 3-4. We got to come out that zone heavy defense because this is why it drives me crazy. You know why Ryan Nielsen not having the same success with the Jaguars that he had with Atlanta? Because we have ball hawks, and you're not allowing our ball hawks to ball hawk. You trying to sit them in that soft ass zone, which
Say that again.
Nielsen understood. See, Nielsen don't have the players that we had, regardless of Olakun or whatever. Yeah, Jacksonville got good linebackers, but when you really looking at their defense as a whole, I don't care what no one say. In my mind, we still got better players. You know, it's just what scheme are you going to run with our players? Now, why would I keep running a soft zone coverage with a 3-4 shell if I know the only pass rusher I have is Judon, who gets held every play? Why am I running a soft zone? Why don't I just get in a 4-3, put Harrison on one side, put Judon on the other? Because people keep saying Judon the bust. No, he's not. He's flushing the pocket one direction, which is his job, but there's no one to cover on the other side of the pass rush.
Thank you.
So
I said that at halftime.
But yet, if we,
exactly what you said at halftime.
Yes.
To keep calling Judon the bust is crazy to me because he's the only one doing their job on that line for real. When it
Judon is the only pass rusher we have.
But if you want to talk about a bust, let's talk about it. Arnold Ebiketie ain't worth two dead flies.
Thank you.
I've been saying this here.
I haven't even got that far. Ryan, I haven't even got that far yet. I got so much on my mind. That's why I don't even want to stay long because this, as much as I want to, I got to. I'm just going to be honest.
The loss was so bad, he has to go to church on this one.
I haven't even got to the offense and the special. Because, see, what you got to understand how I'm looking at it is take away everything from the refs. We still had an opportunity to win, and we got beat in all three phases. So I have to go step by step. It wasn't like it was a one-person lost game or it was just a Kirk Cousin lost game.
Who missed the field goal that he should have hit?
Yeah.
I honestly feel like y'all look past Seattle to Tampa Bay.
Thank you.
And I'm going to be honest, because now watch. When we play Tampa Bay, the game plan gonna look like a masterpiece, and that's crazy to me because y'all overlooked the Seahawks, and that was we thought Carolina was the trap game, but the trap game I could tell to be honest, I could tell from the refs that the Seahawks was the trap game.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just gonna keep that real. I'm not blaming the refs, but in the same token, the refereeing from the first quarter actually almost made me stop watching, not because I don't support the Falcons, but the first quarter told me out the rip this the trap game, because how can you not see this red? I understand too why Judon wear that red, because how can you not see that red getting pulled on in hell? I seen it.
Come on.
And it wasn't just him. We saw Grady getting held by his shoulder pads. They didn't call it. I mean, just think about it. The year hey, I'm gonna give you this, Rich. The year we went to the Super Bowl, remember, Julio had Richard Sherman beat deep. Let's go back to it. Think about it. Every year that we get hot, Seattle was on the 3-game losing streak then. Go back and look at it. They was on the losing streak then.
Yeah.
Come on.
And Julio gets held when he goes up for that pass, and there was no PI in that game.
Man,
none.
I still don't know how they didn't call that play.
You know what?
Man, anyway,
when you go back and look at the tape, you will see that they held Mooney at the line of scrimmage, so he wasn't allowed to jump off and get behind him. They didn't do a hold, but you know how they do that quick sort of hold but push but release, but it really was a hold and release, but they just never called it. So they was really holding. That boy was holding like crazy on that edge.
because he couldn't. Here's the thing: he could not run, and this is just the honest to God truth. Homeboy could not run with Mooney.
No.
Mooney is a speedster, and everybody don't. And here's the thing: anybody else that watched Mooney coming out of Tulane, if you're a college football fan, when we saw how he was, Mooney was literally one of them dogs, and we have that here. And
you know
today,
what? I'm glad you said that because I had to go back and watch it because if it ain't Georgia, I don't really too tough watch it.
yeah,
You know,
Don't worry, cut out.
but when I went back and watched this tape,
I'm sorry.
I see why Kirk Cousins requested him. Kirk Cousins literally requested him.
Yeah.
I see why. Now, the caveat to this is wait till you put a Mooney and a Randall Moore and a Ray McLeod, and then
and Drake.
you put with a Drake in the slot, and then a tight end and Cobb. I think that's. I feel like partially Randall getting hurt partially messed up the offensive play calling too. But Ray
up. Hey,
Ray
I gotta ask. Moore, the injury. He was on a 1-year deal, though, right? Like this was just an expiring deal, right?
No,
with or a 1-year deal left. Okay, so we got another year with him then.
Yeah.
Okay, well but he's coming off missing a year, so
like me and Rich done talked about this off the camera, and we talked about this on the camera because we said you bring in a guy like a Rondale Moore, who, if you look at it, Rondale plays like Steve Smith in his prime. Go and look at his footage.
Like 4.2 speed, don't
he?
No.
He run 4.2, but you're talking about a 4.2 guy that stay in the weight room. He ain't easy to bring down.
And he comes from different angles, different positions. I've seen him play. I like his game. I just didn't know the contract wise. That's all. That's all I was wondering.
Not to cut y'all off, I gotta welcome Mr.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid into the building. What's going on?
What's up, Kool-Aid?
What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Hey,
man, we had Mama said be days like this. There'll be days like this, Mama said.
Oh, you went back to Junior with that one, didn't you?
Mama ain't lying.
To get that one.
Well, hey, Ryan, we started off the morning singing "Have You Seen Him?" So I mean, let's give Kool-Aid some credit too on that one. That was a good one there.
Kool-Aid, I caught that one. That was one I grew up on, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, man. Hey, when I saw them 3 offsides, I was like, oh Lord, here we go.
God, that was embarrassing.
I knew their hands weren't gonna be in the game.
Hey, Kool-Aid, I think them refs from Texas came over to Atlanta today. Because we saw what they tried to do to Georgia yesterday. They said, okay, if we can't get the Dogs, we sure getting ready to get the Falcons. We can't let that whole city and that state be up here.
Hey, Falcon fans, why didn't you throw trash on the field? They would have been scared then.
No.
Come on, ATL.
Hey, they put that call in, and I can tell. They definitely put that call. That's why I told you, first quarter, I wanted to stop watching it because that'll defeat a team too. You see what I'm saying? Especially if you notice every time we got momentum on offense or defense, they seen the momentum coming, and then they find a reason to call a penalty. Not saying all on one warranty, but it's like, how do you see all ours but none of theirs? So I already
the story of our life.
That.
Cool. I gotta ask Kool-Aid this, because I think Rich froze. Kool-Aid, while Rich is free, well, he gonna unfreeze in a sec. There you go. But I gotta ask Kool-Aid this because I want y'all to be on the panel. Rich, I know you got to get to your goodies, man. But Kool-Aid,
I'm trying to hold fast, but boy,
I got you.
Hey, bro, we understand, man.
Listen, Kool-Aid, you called it. You said it. You said on Larry. Shout out to the Dixon Way. Great commentary every game.
Yes.
If you can't catch the game, watch Larry. Give him some likes and subscriptions. He's close to 6,000 subscribers. Let's help this brother get there. But you said this in Larry's chat. You said it's hard to beat the refs and put points on the board when you can't even move the ball and you don't feed 25. I want you to expound on that because you called that in the chat.
Yeah. The thing is that is that when you got the refs against you, man, you got to control the game. And 25 is a player like William Andrews that can help you control that game. I mean, that game they were giving us the run the whole time. They whole thing was to take Kirk Cousins out this game and let us beat them by the run. And they chose the pause. And you remember I always said choose the pause, and they chose the run. We would not even take the power of the run. I think in the second quarter, if we would have ran the ball all the way up the field and not passed the ball one time, we would have controlled this football game. I really believe that. I seen Terrell Davis do that one time. They said, we is not going to throw this ball. And they turned around and gave it to Terrell Davis, always up the football field to control that football game.
Yeah.
That deal was
old
smart
school
coaching, man. Take what they give you. Don't
but
force the pass.
think about it though, Kool-Aid. Our running scheme, our running scheme is based on, and I'm gonna let you keep going. Their running scheme, our running scheme, and people don't understand is based off of that Broncos team from back in the day because of Shanahan. Shanahan got that from one of our BirdCage alum, Dr. Joe Taylor, who's an HBCU Hall of Famer. He invented that scheme when they were up at East. Him and Mike Shanahan were up in East Illinois. That was his offensive line coach. So that zone scheme that you're seeing, how they're running to grass lanes instead of just numbers between the tackles or whatnot, that was Joe Taylor doing that. And all his teams from his 5 national championships he won with Hampton University all ran that scheme. And they all predicate the fitting when you talk about a running back like Tyler Algier. Bijan is good, but in a game like this, you should have had those carries balanced out. You should have leaned on them with Tyler Algier. And then when you see these fat boys doing this, getting tired like this, and they looking hands on the hips like this, and they punching, that's when you feed Bijan and you let him go with that speed of his. That is how you're supposed to attack a team like a Seattle, because they linebackers did not respect us today. You saw that.
Yeah, and by the way, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that. But if you notice, the way we came out when the game started, when we got the ball, when he started throwing like that, I already knew it was over because now Zach Robinson pass happy. I knew he would pass happy this game because how do I got a 200-yard, 2 running backs in this stable, and I start off throwing the ball, literally throwing the ball, trying to prove a point and get cute. And I get it, you want to get cute, but I want to win, man. Go on, run the ball. My theory is I'm sort of like Arthur Smith with the run game. Run the ball till they stop it. If that means it's going to be a low-scoring game, hey, it is what it is. But one thing I did respect about Arthur Smith is he going to run that ball until you stop him from running the ball.
Yeah.
Rich, I got something else that I'm going to add to that because I'm going to let Great Bid and then Ron chime in. This is something else, and I'm going to tag on to exactly what you said. Think about it, bro. You said run the ball. Guess what? You still going to get a head coaching job if you're running the ball and winning games. This is what these new coordinators don't understand. You don't always have to be splashy. Here's the thing. If you show that you can consistently be competent to call plays to win, you're going to get a job. Mm-hmm. All you have to do is winning. Winning keeps you employed. Winning keeps money in your pocket. Winning
gets fan base jobs.
Let's be real. Winning keeps the fan base buying paraphernalia. Winning keeps money coming in. Winning keeps fans piling up that stadium.
Why you think Arthur Smith still got a job? Because he'll run the ball.
But here's the thing.
But he's on the right team now.
It's sad when you see it because here's the thing. We lost today. We're 4-3. It is what it is. We're still on top of the division. No need to panic. We have a division rival game next week. So guess what? Yeah, this loss sucks because we allowed a team that was on a 3-game losing streak to come in here to revitalize their season. Mm-hmm. And they did it convincingly.
I don't want to start back right there.
Exactly. That's one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ron, what you got, man?
Me half to death.
How can you beat the team and the ref? How?
Ryan came in here with the question that we all are trying to figure this out.
They were holding us like we were finna go out to eat tonight. But the referee was looking like motherfucking Ray Charles.
Oh. It's certain stuff you can say, certain stuff you can't.
My
That
bad.
one you can't drop like that.
My bad. But they were looking like they ain't seen nothing. And the man was right there. He was right there. You tell me you didn't see that?
It does not like that she's in this spot.
They didn't hold. I don't remember no hold. They called less holding call on them. I don't even remember a holding call.
Man, they didn't even call a holding call.
Hey, James, I'll bring you up, but you got to bring your camera up, bro, because we all got to see face or whatnot, bro. Fam, I got you in the back.
I just
pull you up. You got turn your camera on.
I was just walking away from my camera for a bit.
How can you?
Oh no, I was talking to James. He was trying to pop up. Hey, pop. As soon as you turn your camera on, I'm pulling you right in, bro, because I definitely been waiting for you to get in.
Team and the referees. That's what I want to know. I mean, it don't make sense.
It's called put money in a pocket. That's how you beat it. It's who's gonna pay the most money. Because I can tell you right now, the NFL in Vegas made that call.
All right,
you know they did.
Hold on. I'm glad you brought that up. Hold on, come on. I promise this will be worth it. Guys, I promise this is worth it. Look, I've got the C double plan. This is what you do. You simply do the following. Off the blank. You get a money man, all right? Even call me if you want me to, all right? And you go, hey, refs, come with me. We're going to take you to this beautiful place called Magic City. We're going to get you some wet wings. We're going to get some dry wings. We're going to get you whatever kind you want. We're even going to VIP for you. Just remember, come Sunday, and make sure. Now, Arthur, you don't need to be a part of that. Just make sure there's a blank check, wink, wink. And I'll make sure it's all taken care of, black card account. And I'm telling you, that's going to help us because right now we got to come up with something. And by the way, Jalen Daniels went back to the locker room. I don't know. They said he should be returning, but we got a Mariota sighting for the Commander field.
Not Mariota. He's still in the league.
Unfortunately,
collecting checks, man.
He wasn't. Hold on. He was eating a burrito. He's like, wait, what? I'm playing.
Hey, Great Beard. What's up, man? What you got?
Oh man, what's going on, fellas? Tough love.
Come on, Gray Beard. Come on, come over here. We'll
ain't nothing tough about a piss poor performance. Ain't nothing tough about it.
Nah, I mean, we didn't execute in all three phases of football. We gave them 3 extra chances with the 3 turnovers that we had, 2 interceptions, a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
Sorry,
but at the same time, man, we just got manhandled today, man. It is what it is, man. I mean, like Ron said, man, you can't fight the team and the ref at the same time, man. I mean, it can recipe for the after. But Kirk Cousins did not play good football today. He had 3 turnovers. 3 turnovers.
Exactly.
Can't win like that. We went away from the formula that made us successful in Carolina, which is the TB show. Tyler Algier, Bijan Robinson running the football, controlling the clock, limiting their time of possession that they had, so we can control that clock, and we didn't do that. So, we just got out coach. We get out man. Right now, we can't. Now we got to get ready to go to Tampa and face them on their home turf. Hey,
they still pissed about getting beat.
Exactly.
Overtime, the way that we did it.
Exactly. So they're gonna be looking for blood. So if I'm looking at this game footage, chopping it up for a little bit. Then after that, man, we need to go ahead and regroup. Go ahead and get back in the win
showed
column.
the blueprint on how you hurt this Atlanta 3-4 defense. Guess what? I've been saying it since the offseason. And we've had folks in our own group that y'all all and it wasn't you, but we had some folks in our own group that gave me grief. I got James in the back. They gave me grief when I said hands down. I said the 3-4 defense was not the defense that fit our personnel. Oh, we need to trust. You need to just trust Raheem. I ain't trusting the damn thing when I actually know actually know what the personnel looks like, and you know what you have, like just like Kool-Aid says on his show when he talked about the Hawks. I'm just throwing this as a reference. When he talked about them, you got to put guys around Trey Young because Trey gonna get buckets. It's just what it is. Like Kool-Aid always say, Trey gonna get buckets. But the thing that you have to do, you got to give him guys that are going to help him get buckets because Trey hit 30, 40 a night or whatever, and he don't have no help sometimes. What you got, Kool-Aid?
Yeah.
Hey man, can we start a road campaign? We started this game off with a road sack, and we didn't see him again. See, this is what I be talking about: coaching not playing the right players. Rotation of players supposed to make a difference.
They put him back in.
Hard just wins a football game for us. He don't get games. I don't understand it. Somebody please tell me.
Well, the reason Hodges ain't in is because he's a special teamer. He came in because Drake got hurt. But Hodges, speed, you got to have packages for him or whatnot because of the speed.
They better start creating it then.
I agree.
They got to create. You can't leave. Let me tell you something.
They put Rook back in the fourth quarter. I seen him. But
that's too late, man. The game was over with then. That was too late.
They put him back in
that's too late. That's too late. They had conceded the game when they started putting all them guys in. They had conceded. That don't count. That man made a sack in the first. He made them nervous, and he almost got a fumble in the first play of the game. And we don't see this guy no more. I mean, come on, man. You can't leave. I'm gonna say it like this.
Hey, they do the same thing with Harrison.
You cannot leave mutants on the bench. You cannot leave mutants on the bench. When you got players that are mutants and they got special abilities, you cannot leave them on the bench, man.
We haven't even seen Brandon Dorless yet.
Hodges is the fastest receiver on our football team. You cannot leave that speed on the bench. You cannot.
I'm smoking on the Falcons back
on the bench. I'm just saying. That's all I gotta say right there.
Damn, Falcons got me smoking.
Hey, hold on, fellas. We got a first time in here with James, man. James, what's up, James?
What's going on?
What's up, James?
James,
what's going on,
everybody?
It going to show you that I don't want to curse. I don't want to curse.
It's certain words you can use. You just can't use the F word and the S word, or just certain things you can't use. But you can use ass and damn. You can use that. Or
but that's just us respecting you, Ryan. That's all it is, man. We know the rules.
But see, I've been waiting for James to come in here for a minute, so I know James getting ready to give me something.
Yeah, come on, James.
So when it comes down to it, Jimmy Lake don't know what he's doing, and Raheem is leaving him out there in the water.
Preach.
Because for the simple fact it is, at the end of the day, you see that Raheem is not touching that defense at all because for the simple fact of the adjustments that they're making in that game. You got linebackers that are not coverage linebackers in this scheme. You got to have, in a 3-4 scheme, you got to have coverage linebackers that can really do both, play the run and the pass. That can cover the tight ends, that can cover the running backs. You don't have that with Ellis. You don't have that with Landman.
They're old school linebackers, bro. They're traditional linebackers, helmet, shoulder pads, knee pads, and they come downhill. And I agree with you on that. And so, here's the thing, James. I want to ask you this. Why do you think, because you mentioned defense and you say Raheem's leaving him out there, why do you think Jimmy Lake's not leaning on Jerry Gray, who is a proven DC and who's had great defenses up under him, bro?
Thank you. I've been asking that too.
See, the thing is, the reason why he ain't leaning on him because for the simple fact it is, he thinks his scheme is his scheme. He thinks his scheme works. You can see it in his face. You can see it in the interviews that he gives, that he believes in the scheme and he thinks he could do it by himself. But he's not consulting with Jerry Gray due to the simple fact it is, I think, of arrogance. And he needs to sit down with Jerry Gray. Jerry Gray has been proven throughout the league for years. Jerry Gray is one of the best defensive back coaches in the NFL right now.
And remember, James, I bet money you young enough to remember when Jerry Gray was playing corner for the Rams and the Oilers back in the day, and he was a shutdown corner. Everybody forget about that.
Right. And when Raheem was hired, one of the things that was I thought Jerry Gray was gonna get the DC job. To be honest with
That's who should have got it.
you,
That's
yeah,
who should have got it.
I thought he was next in line to get the DC job, and I thought he was just gonna use Lake as a co defense coordinator set up for the run game. But he needs to reset his defensive staff and have. If you're gonna stick with Jimmy, you need to up their role for Jerry Gray and make him co-defensive coordinator.
Thank you.
Ryan, you said you wanted to see this man get fired at this point.
I
agree with
I
you.
didn't want to hear.
No.
Honestly,
I agree with you.
I wanted us to bring in Steve Wilkes since he had already
Thank
been
you.
Yes.
to the team anyway.
Richie,
Wilkes to have that defensive line being a monster.
Richie, what did me and you talk? So there was a night, and Richie, you can vouch for this. The night that you and I talked off the camera, we sat on the phone for about a good hour and a half, almost 2 hours. Just we were talking football.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing I said when the 49ers let Steve Wilkes go, I said Carolina screwed up by not making him a head coach. We all said this. And the other thing was this, and I said, all right, you got this guy coming. I said, this guy's hanging around the facility at this point.
Yeah,
right
they were talking about he was an advisor at one point.
Thank you. This man hanging around the facility. Why are you BSing about bringing old school coaches in who can relate to younger players? It ain't many. Hold on, man. I know y'all smoking in my house, but y'all got to calm down with that today. I know y'all stressed him, but you got eyes on us.
That's why I turned the camera off for a second. I had to hear it for a second.
Not bad, dog.
No, it's cool. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes, but we got eyes on us now, man. We're trying to have we're trying to get it to
we're trying to button up now.
Hey,
let me say this right quick.
Bit. Look, we want to be high class, and we want our fans to be high class with us. Look, we went from ashy to classy as big as it say. You know what I'm saying? That's what we trying to do. I got to make a joke. I got to make a joke out of a light situation because it's been tough for us all the way around today watching that piss poor performance. But getting back to my point before I let John the Cricket Deacon get in here and jump, I'll be honest with you. When you have a Steve Wilkes in the building and you got Jerry Gray, you got over 40 years of defensive experience. And then you have a man that was a starter in the NFL that was a former first-round pick in Jerry Gray. So the question is this. When are you going to start trusting these legends that are here? These men got Pro Bowlers and Hall of Famers in their coach. Rich, me and you argued about, not argue, but we got passionate about it. Like, what the hell are they thinking by bringing the first timer in? And you got a chance to bring in a guy that was on the Super Bowl coaching staff with the 49ers.
Can I ask?
Now, and then if you remember, when we talked about it, I was like, we were the first place he ran to. So he must be comfortable with Raheem. Him and Raheem probably know each other very, very well. So why wouldn't you at least, if anything, make him some type of assistant or analyst, like on the literal team and coaching staff to look over Jimmy Lake's work? I'm about like you now, Ryan. I need someone to look over your homework, my boy. Cause why are you in cover 2? Now, this is stupid stuff. I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad at him. When we was in the red zone on defense, the one time I want you to be in cover 3, you run cover 2.
Thank you.
Over the top.
Larry said this on his
cover 3.
Rich, and I know you watched Larry's show because you was in the chat like I was. When Larry went ballistic. Shout out to my man Larry the Dixon way. Larry went ballistic. Larry said, "What the heck are you doing running a cover 3 shell in the red zone? Why? It makes no sense." But the one play I'm talking about, they was in 2 high safety in the red zone. The one time I wanted you to be. They had 2 brain farts in the end zone, bro.
That was before halftime.
Yeah, that was before halftime. They gave up the draws. But speaking about giving up the draws, I need y'all to go ahead and give up the money on the collection plate with John the Cricket Deacon.
I am not giving up draws to John.
I said look, the Falcons gave no. I said the Falcons that gave up the draws. Let me make sure let me clean this up. The Falcons that gave up the draws. It's time to go ahead and give up some money to the collection plate because we got the Cricket Deacon in here, and then we also got the mellow minister, Mr. Larry of the Dixon Way. So John, you go first.
Dixon after night,
and then we gonna go ahead and go back to James, and then I got a couple of questions I got to ask. Look, today is a day I'm gonna run a little over today with the benediction because we got some folks in here cooking today.
John,
and
go ahead, man.
And we got Kool-Aid over there making the sweet tea, the Kool-Aid, and the special drinks today. So you know I got Kool-Aid coming up in a minute too. But John, what you got, man?
I need a Herman.
Hey, I'm about to step down and get in the chat.
All right, Rich.
John.
Go ahead and get your medication, my brother.
You know, boy, I need it.
Just don't take that blue chew. He lost me.
Shout out to Rich, man. John.
Shout out to Rich, man.
Rich.
How long is this bug gonna go on?
Go ahead, man.
How long are we gonna kick our own self in the head?
Come on, John.
Say it again.
How long are we gonna continue to look like we don't belong on the field with a team that has the 31st worst defense in the league?
Yeah. Today.
I mean, well, I tell you.
Here we go.
You keep taking a 2x and splintering your own self upside the head and letting the man take your money. He's just standing back there looking at you while you just beating yourself to damn death. And I'm talking about on the offensive and the defensive side of the ball today. Just total, complete ineptitude, stupidity. Oh my God.
You know,
And
Gino,
when we had, and I'll tell you when I knew something was wrong, 2 straight false start penalties.
3.
Or was it 3?
3.
3 straight false start penalties. I said, first thing, you know how you'll have a thought where, you know, it won't be words, but there'll be just a feeling said, this team didn't come ready to play today.
They didn't.
Nope. They were cheating,
John, you see how I broke out the old school collection plate for the church right here.
Hey, make sure you
metal straw basket.
Hey, make sure it's covered up on the bottom. You don't want nothing falling through, though.
Oh, ain't that gonna
toss it?
It's a plastic piece at the bottom right now to catch everything.
And we not going up and down the rows. I want you to toss it from wherever it is you sit.
Thank you.
Toss it in there from wherever it is that you sit. Because I mean this. Now I said that this is going to be starting of the easy part of the schedule. Okay.
You don't messed up.
See,
John,
but now, because see, we went through the gauntlet the first 6 games.
Yeah.
The first 6 games were the toughest games that's supposed to be on the schedule, statistic wise. But now you guys can't handle success. The Falcons cannot handle success. They need a foot in their rear end all the time, every game. Because see, people are telling me, well, John, you overreacting. John, you're not giving them any slack. John, you're not giving them no credit. See what you do with credit? See what you do with slack? See what you do when people start praising you and you start reading your own clippings in the paper. Oh, we scored 97 doggone points in the okay, all right, but the only time these jokers respond is with a constant foot planted in their behind every time they think they're smelling themselves. You know, like the old folks say. Mm-hmm. Because see, me, if I was out there or anywhere near this team, my foot would be so far up their rear end that when they took a chest x-ray, it would read Nike. Because
I'm trying. Hold on. I gotta put something in the plate for that one.
I'm just saying, man, you cannot relax with this team. And to you guys' credit, the ones who were talking about these
remember we said
rookie
this Thursday.
these rookie coordinators.
Mm-hmm.
Every head coach that has started a new regime that has been successful that I have seen, they have former head coaches on the staff in key and critical positions.
Right.
Yep.
Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, special teams guru, whatever. They bring assistants with them that they raise up under their tutelage that can take over for them when it's time for them to go. But these rookies, because see, Zach Robinson and Lake, these two rookies, this ain't it. The
Time to be on
scheme,
fire squad.
But John, here's the problem. The problem is Jimmy Lake has a wealth of knowledge right there sitting there with him, with Jerry Gray, and he's not using it. Now Zach Robinson, he don't have nobody with experience in that pretty much in the booth with him. He doesn't have anybody with experience with him. That's why
you got TJ Yates.
Yeah, you got TJ Yates, quarterback coach. My thing is, if you're gonna bring in somebody, and I agree with you on that, John. At least if you're gonna bring in new coordinators, guess what you do? You bring in experienced personnel that might say you got a guy that's going to be a passing game coordinator / quarterback coach that's going to be an assistant OC. He's going to help you in certain situations. He's going to help you dial up things at certain situations to teach you, not take it away from you, but to teach you how to formulate what you're trying to matriculate to your players in certain situations. You gotta lean on it, and this is the thing that I run my mouth. I love it. I love football, but the one thing I learned just growing up, you always listen to older people or people that have experience, because if you don't listen to the older people or people that have experience, you already know what it's gonna be.
See, I wouldn't have. See, this is my point, and I'm gonna let Larry go after I say this. I wouldn't have hired any youngins. I wouldn't have hired any youngins. Those youngins would be sitting back watching me or watching those older people, and then you will get your opportunity to come up and show what you know after I retire. Okay,
it's just like the family reunion, John. You can't let everybody get on the grill. You got the uncle with the Jesus sandals. You can't let everybody cook the collard greens. You got Big Mama teaching folks how to cook that, or the sweet potato pie. You just can't do it. What's going on, Wolf? I see you.
What up, Wolf?
All right, real quick. I gotta ask this question because
you gotta let Larry go, man. What you
I know. I promise. I'll make it quick. I promise.
Let him get it out. Right. You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Raheem, got this coaching staff. Why didn't he just hire Steve Wilkes or Jerry Gray, and then you have Jimmy Lake as an assistant? I mean, these are things that could have been done to help your team because he's a rookie. I would want to have as much experience behind me versus just my homies. I'm not, hey, we could be friends, but I got to win. That's why I'm here. But anyway, go ahead, Larry. Go ahead.
I appreciate you giving me the floor, Doug. Appreciate it. Also, man, everybody make sure you hit the like button if you're in here, you're enjoying this good content, man. Smash the like button. Don't be that dude. All right. It's free.com, free.org. Hit it. Help Ryan get in the algorithm, man. He's doing it the right way. Have great content out there, man. If you're going to watch it, at least hit the like button.
It looks like this. One of these.
Yeah, a thumbs up. But yeah, I'm looking at this is that I think we got whooped in the trenches on both sides of the ball. I think there was miscues by the offensive and defensive coordinator, but I also saw some good plays ran up. But I see Matthew Judon flushing people to the opposite side, but no one else picking that up. Honor Ebiketie is not a second-round pick. He is a special team dude. If this game don't do anything, but it displays our lack of pass rush, and our season is in the balance right now going to Tampa Bay. The good thing is that they're going to be coming off 6 games with a very physical team they got to play on Monday with the Ravens. Okay?
Yeah.
And we're going to have a full 7-day rest, but we're going to Tampa Bay. So the key to the game is establish the run, don't abandon the run, and is Zach Robinson kinfolk to Mike Bobo. So I swear they got the same.
Wow,
I swear they got.
that was
Wow.
I wasn't expecting that one, Larry.
Are they kinfolk? I'm just
I
saying.
don't know.
Can we get a DNA test? Maury, where you at?
Wait a minute, but we do got some kinfolk in here that's a fellow Falcon. He up north or whatnot. We got our guy Wolf in the building or whatnot. Wolf looking like he's trying to find a doggone Benediction booth to pray. Wolf, what's up, bro?
Come on.
Oh, what's going on, man? How's everybody doing? Everybody good?
Good, man.
Man, look,
Yes,
it's one loss, baby. It's one loss. We got 10 more games.
I got my Deadpool jersey
I mean,
on.
wait a minute. Why is everybody not good? Why?
Well,
This today was disgusting.
We took an L.
Hold on. Not only did we took an L, we take an L. We took it.
Wait a minute.
We thought this game was a W. For some reason.
Wait a minute. You mean to tell me Rambo Geno Smith, the first part Rambo beat us?
Yep. We took a good
undefeated against.
Hey, Wolf. We took a good old fashioned ass whooping. Hey,
Wolf, he didn't beat us. We beat ourselves. Hey, Wolf.
We beat ourselves.
He didn't beat us. We beat ourselves, man.
We did. He only had 200.
We beat ourselves in every fashion. We beat ourselves on special teams.
He literally
beat
ourselves
on defense, and we beat ourselves on offense.
Right. Hey, Ryan, I'm live right now. We live right now. We live right now in the Falcons locker room.
Yes, sir.
We live.
Hey, was that Abicati? What's up, bro?
He put that trash can.
This is trash. Right here.
No, it looks just like Abicati. My bad.
This is trash right here.
Lorenzo Carter right there below him. What you mean?
Yeah.
He gonna
Jimmy. Send Jimmy there.
Right. So Ryan, this is an educational channel, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes we need a visual. Our team is trash. So those of you guys last week who did the parade because the Carolina Panthers, we beat them. Now, all of a sudden, we have a Seattle team who, by the way, started off very red hot. They started off very red hot, right? And in the last 3 weeks, you kind of seen what Seattle was, right? You kind of saw, okay, maybe. And then it's like, all right, well, when you have, and now I have to question credentials because I think that the NFL is running a Ponzi scheme with these coaches.
I like where you're going. Keep going.
Wolf, wait a minute. Did you steal that from John? Because John be saying the same mess.
No, well, the problem is with the Ponzi schemes with the NFL is a lot different. I don't know if John looks at it because you let go of a coordinator who was qualified defensively last year. You let him go, right?
Yep. Well, he got a job over at Jacksonville.
They didn't let him go. Raheem didn't want him.
They didn't want him.
That's what.
Raheem didn't want him.
Raheem didn't want him.
So he didn't want him to hire his boy.
Yeah.
So all these coaches seem to me, and like I said, all these coaches seem to me is that they want to be known of having a coaching tree. Every coach now wants to have a coaching tree, right? Because a coaching tree, they're proven in the NFL now, right? You got the McVay tree, and the McVay tree, the Andy Reid tree, and then you got the Belichick. And there's one name, Ryan, and I'm gonna let everybody go. There's one name that nobody mentions, and the Wolf is keeping his name alive because that's the first guy that I'm gonna kill on the internet, and that's Rich McKay. Because this is Rich McKay's doing. This is Rich McKay's doing.
Nobody forgot about him because guess what?
Okay.
My man Great Bit can attest that I was one of the ones from the day that the BirdCage was started when I started this thing. I've been one of the main ones standing 10 toes down saying Rich McKay has been a problem for this organization. Arthur Blank keeps him around or whatnot because they have a great relationship. And
you got the Super Bowl because of Rich McKay.
You could have hired 2 head coaches that were way more qualified than Rod, and Rod deserved the job. Yeah, he deserves the job. Yes. But you had a chance to get 2 coaches in here, 3 coaches in here that had very, very well reputable situations and could have had this team in a different way of looking at it, whether or not you would have took Penix at 8 or whatever the case may be. My neighbor is standing right there. If you see the guy, I'm talking real low because he's celebrating something. That's a big New England Patriot guy. When we traded for Judon, the first thing he told me is he runs out of gas. Guess what? He looked like he running out of gas out there.
Well, he's by himself.
Wolf, I got to counter you with this. Now you know we all about education, but I got to educate you on this. When you look at it, Judon didn't have help up in New England like that. He was by himself. He didn't have, and just like he ain't got help in Atlanta. Think about it. You see Judon getting pulled, pushed, pinned every which way. We don't have any. And here's the thing: Judon forces the action to go to the other side. But Arnold Ebiketie, Lorenzo Carter, who they've been starting, have not been able to come on those sides and stop it. At this point, Terry understands that we got picks that we're gonna have to give up. But at this point, you gotta give up picks to go get Max Crosby or Myles Garrett. You gotta screw up this because the defense is definitely good. We got the pieces to win. But the problem is they've got to get off the pot, as good as Mopper say, get up, get out, and get something, and go ahead and try to take a swing at Crosby and try to take a swing at Myles Garrett or Zadarius Smith. You got to try to bring somebody in that's going to help this because I'll be 100 with you. If you bring in somebody on that other side that can play the run and that can actually go get the quarterback, Judon is going to eat. Grady is going to eat. Onyemata is going to eat. But the thing is, you have nobody on one side. That's the problem. And I've been saying this for the longest. We need help. And here's the thing. You bring a Crosby in here. Crosby got a nice guy off the field. Very nice guy. Put him on the field. Crosby is one of them dudes is like a Harvey Dahl on the defensive side. If anybody remembers that mean streak, that was exactly what Max Crosby is. So I gotta let this one. I'm gonna slide this one over to Red and then James and then Kool-Aid, and we're gonna move around because I got a couple of questions I want to ask y'all. So Red, what's going on? I see you got the Victorious t-shirt on and the Falcons hat. Nothing wrong with that, you know.
Go dog.
I think
Go
the
dog.
refs came over here, bro.
Go dog.
From Texas.
Go dog.
Wait, y'all seen them today?
Oh yeah.
Man, they were out.
Yeah.
Oh, can't find them, Red. I've been looking for him. Can't find him.
He was talking trash on my page earlier today. I thought he would at least show his face somewhere.
Nah, dog. He's celebrating the loss for some reason.
Oh, okay. Celebrating. That's right. That's right. I heard he
there
was
you go, Kool-Aid.
partying.
Show
Yes,
that
sir.
Yeah, I heard he was partying last night, T-Dub. That's why we can't find him. I was out having a good time. Sure. Okay.
So Red, what you got, man?
Blasted. What you say, man?
So Red, what you got, man? Because we apparently shot ourselves in the foot today by letting a team come into Atlanta and saying what we didn't want to happen was for them to rebound off of a 3-game losing streak, and they literally came back and revitalized their season just now.
We need that bulldog defense.
I didn't see too much of the game though, but I was trying to keep up with it on the phone. All I know is defense didn't look like the defense was doing anything today, and I know I saw that fumble touchdown that Kirk gave up, and didn't look like he was on his A game either. So I hate when both sides of the ball play their C and D game because that's what happened today. Both sides of the ball about their C and D game to the dome, and now we don't got.
Hey, special team too, brother.
Yeah,
they running the ball. They running the ball on the kickoff, and they running out of the end zone when they should have downed it, man. I mean, they
got to play for field position. I agree with you on that.
All 3 phases didn't show up today, and then at home
missed his field goal.
I saw the missed 54. It's just like, man, we got 3 home losses already, and that's not good. I mean, we have no type of home advantage at all, and that's not good. But we need to shot ourselves completely. But it was one NFC loss, different business in the division. But I'm just saying, just personally, I don't like this today at all.
So I want to ask James this as well. because like I said, James is new on here. You know, I see him in the chat all the time, but we finally got him on camera. James, what do you think it's going to take for this team to get back on track and just be able to find from what we were doing in the first few weeks to win tough games? What do you think we have to do to get back on track and get back to those winning ways?
Pretty much it's the scheme. They got to switch the scheme up.
Mm-hmm.
When you running a scheme that you don't have the personnel for, it makes it tough. You trying to survive on a bend but don't break type of mind frame. And it doesn't work every game because good offensive and good defensive teams will scheme around that.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, I think, like y'all say, yeah, they need to go get some more help for Judon. We need coverage linebackers. You got a Devin White sitting in free agency right now that can make a good coverage linebacker. When you get him and Montana Troy back, even though we don't trust Montana Troy like that, you can scheme around to get the pass coverage better because you got Devin White, Montana Troy right there in the middle, covering everything in the middle, and you got them safeties back there with the corner and everything like that. Another thing is Zach Robinson got to get better with his scheme. You had basically a practice team corner on Drake London the whole game. Why you didn't attack that? With Joshua Joe. I know Joshua Joe, he from Bama, but he was suspect. That's why he's a practice team, being honest with you. Why you didn't attack that?
Kool-Aid.
And don't shy away. And one thing I'm gonna say, I'm gonna leave it alone. Don't shy away what your team is built around on offense right now. Even though you ran the ball pretty well today, your scheme was coming in was to not run the ball like that. You can look at the first possession. You can look at some of the possessions in the game. They was trying to pass the ball a little bit too much for my liking. Use your running backs like you supposed to, and then set up for the pass.
Yeah.
And I'll leave it alone after that.
Kool-Aid.
Nothing but facts.
Kool-Aid. Here's the question I got for you. Oh, did you say Larry?
Mike Robinson. Was it Zach Bobo or Mike Robinson? Which one was it?
Mike Bobo.
I think it was Zach Bobo today.
Yeah, Zach Bobo.
Zach Bobo.
It was Bobo today.
Bobo.
Yep.
Everybody plays the fool.
What I will put in there, like what Ryan was talking about, Judon is doing everything he can. He getting put, stretched, double team, held on damn near everything. He's flushing it to the other side. We got to talk about Grady Jarrett, guys. We got to talk about Grady Jarrett because he's the one on the other side.
Okay.
He's not getting the push, guys. I'm talking on the defensive line. Now, we know the other outside linebackers not doing it, but we got to talk about this, bro. We have to talk about this. We cannot avoid it anymore. He made some good plays on the backside or against the run this game. But again, when Judon is doing everything he can to flush him to the other side, we can't make the sack. That ain't on Judon. I know a lot of people is like down on Judon, like, oh man, they look at the stats and be like, oh, his production is down. But when you watch the game, you see him pushing the pocket. You see the whole offensive scheme is sliding their coverage towards him when it's in pass pro. So, I mean, I don't know what else he's going to do. I mean, this game is just clear proof that we need to go get us a proven pass rusher. And to me, I don't care about the pick. I know I was watching several different other streams, and they were saying, well, I don't know if I want to give up to first round. I'm like, look, Terry ain't shown the ability to draft a, second round safety or a second round pass rusher. So guess what? If you use them picks to go get a proven guy who's 27 years old in the middle of his prime, go do it. Go do it. We don't know what's going to happen next year. Right now, we have a chance right now to take advantage and win this division and possibly have a high seed in the playoffs. If we lose that trying to say, oh, well, we'll get them next time, you don't know what next time going to be. A lot of these guys, you don't know if Justin Simmons is going to resign. You don't know if Matthew Judon's going to resign. And we're right back at square one. We all know we need to get us a pass rusher, but we also know that we need us a right tackle that can actually pass pro effectively. Because we love McGarry in the run game, but if our offensive coordinator is going to ignore the run game, then that makes Kerry McGarry obsolete. You know what I'm saying?
And
If
a
we can't
liability.
use our best our best run blocking offensive lineman, if we're gonna go away from the run, Tyler Algiers having 5. Look, McLean had as many carries. Think about this, guys. In garbage time, McLean had as many carries as Tyler Algier. Someone should be fired over that, but they're not, because when you get enamored, I mean, I'm not throwing aspersions against Bijan. He almost had 150 yards of all-purpose yards. You know what I'm saying? So it's nothing against Bijan, but we got to stop falling in love with the past, and we're gutting them like a fish and gut the fish and cooking and fry it.
But Larry, here's the problem though.
I'm eating Alamo, White.
Larry, this is the problem with our fan base.
Alamo.
The problem with our fan base is this: we get enamored with the flash plays. We get enamored with the splash plays.
Forget
we want
the
to
fan
be
base.
But here's the thing: we want to be entertained.
But Ryan, that ain't got nothing to do with the offensive coordinator.
No, it does.
With it.
It does. No, it does. Hear me out on
ahead,
this. It does. Because this is what it does. That offensive coordinator is so enamored with trying to have another Christian McCaffrey up under him. And he's been obvious with saying that even in press conferences. This is the thing. When you have a workhorse and then you have a horse that runs in the Kentucky Derby, you got to know when to go ahead and let the Kentucky Derby, let the good horse, like, let's put it this way. Anybody that knows horses, you let a good horse run. You give him his reins and you let him go. That is what Bijan is. Bijan is the thoroughbred that runs. Tyler is your workhorse that's going to plow your fields, that's going to pull your wagons, that's pretty much going to do the heavy lifting. You've got to let the heavy lifting really get into its position. You can't run a racehorse in a damn plow field. You can't do it. It ain't working. Go ahead.
It's just like with the Miami. Larry Zonka set the tone for Kick and Mercury Morris.
Exactly.
Mercury Morris and Kick did not set the tone. It was always Zonka. You see what I'm saying? And
but Don Shula understood that.
Exactly. You got to learn that tone. You got to learn how to set the tone. But I didn't like my man was saying right here. What's his name? Lake.
Yeah, you talking about Wolf? That's
Wolf. Is that Wolf?
Yeah, that's Wolf.
Yeah, man. Like he's saying, man. You know, like I said in the beginning of the year, is that the Falcons is basically like a Lamborghini right now. He got all the talent and stuff that we see that he need to win with. And these rookie coaches wrecked the team today. They did not drive the Lamborghini. They didn't get it prepared. They didn't shine it up for the game. They didn't polish the wheels. They didn't do none of that because every coach failed in their position. The special team coach failed. The defensive coach failed. And the offensive coordinator failed. They just completely misdrove this game today. It's just simple as that. And when I'm saying about they didn't prepare, it takes the coach to prepare the players to get ready to play. And them guys did not come out ready to play. They let that team get down today off of all the highs. And that's where good coaching come in at. When you go through those big wins that we won and came through there, a good coach will get their team prepared so they won't go in there into that low and get low in on a team that you feel like, oh, we should beat this team. This game gonna be easy. It ain't no team easy. Ain't no team easy. Every time you say you make your team feel like it's gonna be an easy game, even when you finna play the worst team, it ain't gonna be easy. Now I think they played better against Carolina because it was a divisional game. It was like, in a sense, with this Seattle game, they just came in and the coaches weren't ready, the players weren't ready, nobody was ready, man. And so I blame that on the coach. Anytime we win, I blame it on the coach because you didn't prepare your team come to play.
Wolf, I gotta ask Wolf this, and then I'm gonna bring it back to John, and then we got about 10 more minutes. We're gonna jump on this. I know Red done slid in the back. He he kind of getting himself mellow and right. Wolf, I want to ask you this, fam, because I know, see, Wolf is like a thief in the night. He gonna get his shots in, and then he gonna slide. That's my dog, Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
So, Wolf,
Mm-hmm.
question for you, family.
What's up,
Now,
buddy?
we've already brought out a lot of this stuff. You brought out a lot of good information on your channel, and a lot of people can't handle the truth. And it's the funniest thing that they can't handle. Like we all said this here. We're winning games, but the thing is, we should be winning them by more, as you were saying, with the talent that we have. What do you think it's going to take for Raheem Morris to really realize what he has for personnel? With all the moves that's been made, with everything he's been handed, what do you think it's going to take for him to get on these assistant coaches of his OC and his DC? Because they're going to piss away a lot of this talent that was brought in the offseason that look good on the paper, that look good in the headlines. And like John says, you got to take it off the paper and put it on the field.
Sure. The problem is he don't got it. He got all. It seemed like the coaching staff is a lot of yes men. See, when you don't got nobody that's going to tell you, like, say for instance, me, I got my crew, right? And if I'm the boss and I'm always making the decisions, then when my crew gonna make the decision? You're gonna have to call me for everything. I don't want that. I don't want nobody to call. If I need my crew to boss up too. Now, Zach Robinson and Jimmy Lake don't look like the type that's gonna boss up. When they gonna boss up? When are we our coaching staff gonna boss up? When is that gonna happen? Because again, Ryan, everybody on this panel, the NFL has changed. It is not the same NFL from the 80s, 90s, 2000, the 1960s, the 1950s. God bless everybody who watched NFL games in the 1960s or 70s. I'm pretty sure it was rough for Black and Latinos to watch football games. They probably didn't even let us watch football games. The NFL today has changed dramatically. And you know why it's changed? Because of the social media. It has changed. So when is Zach Robinson and what credentials do you guys have for me to believe in Zach Robinson and Jimmy Lake? What credentials you bring to the table?
Agreed.
What do you guys think that they bring to the table as far as credentials, as far as bossing up? Because if Raheem got to do everything, guess what? Raheem gonna get fired just like Robert Saleh. Because Robert Saleh was doing his job. But then what Robert Saleh started doing? He started going into the offensive rooms. Robert Saleh's not an offensive coach by any stretch of the imagination. And then we gonna have people get fired and losing their job for doing a job. So Ryan, all I'm saying is, when is they gonna boss up? What do they bring to the table? Because I see a bunch of meth bleaks. No disrespect to meth bleak, no disrespect to Beanie Siegel, no disrespect to these other, but they ain't Jay-Z. No disrespect to Little C's, but you ain't Biggie. You ain't Biggie. And if you got a bunch of Little C's around, we ain't gonna be successful at all. We ain't.
John,
no hits, no nothing.
I see you stewing over there, John, because he literally barked up that tree that you talked about last week with us. And how do you feel about Wolf's comments on this right here, John? Because he literally just gave you an alley-oop. So guess what? Just don't miss it like damn Clint Capella be missing them putbacks, man.
You ain't lying about that.
I love the Hawks, but Clint be killing me when he misses putbacks. He's a hell of a rebounder, though. That's one thing I say. Clint be getting them boys, though. Hey, it's what it is.
See, it's just really frustrating, as I said in the very beginning, to see a team loaded with talent like this, mismanaged, miscoached, just I mean, you have all of the ingredients and all of the pieces to be way more successful than what you are right now. And these people that are supposedly coaching this team aren't doing anything to help anybody. I mean, doing absolutely nothing to help the team as well as the players. I mean, oh boy. And to do it in front of your fans. You heard the fans start booing.
Keep going.
You heard the fans start booing because you have knowledgeable fans. Because see, they just about priced John Q. Public out of the Mercedes-Benz Dome. And the people who really knew football were the ones that were coming to Fulton County Stadium that made it to the Georgia Dome. You priced them out of it. And every now and then, one of us or a group of us who really know football, who have been really following football, who really have played football and know something about the game, we get down there. We see these jokers just wallowing in mud like a bunch of little piglets.
Keep going. Keep going.
I mean,
keep going.
Got it, bro.
Oh,
it's just frustrating. It's ridiculous. It's pitiful. Because you're doing this to your own fans in your own house that's supposed to be the terror dome for everybody else. That's what we are trying to make downtown. Make it the terror dome. Make it inhospitable for other people to come down and think that they can get a victory down there. But you guys, y'all laying out the red carpet. You putting mints on the pillow. You giving them the heavenly bed from the Sheraton. That's what you're doing,
John.
That's what you're doing,
John.
You won a game with the dome open.
At what point
John,
did the fans
you killed it with
today?
the Terror Dome, bro? Hey, Wolf, he took it. Hey, Wolf, he took it back to your Public Enemy days.
Yeah,
New York.
yeah.
He said the Terror Dome. He went
Welcome
back.
to the Terror Dome.
Yeah, listen.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Do not open that
Ain't no
dome.
terror in that
again,
dome.
Ice Cube lyric.
John,
Hey,
keep
John,
it
at what
coming. John, keep it coming because
At what
you
point
know
did the
why?
fans start booing, John, today?
Right. John, keep it coming because people don't understand how difficult it was. And this is what I'm saying. People don't understand how difficult it was for us, the minorities, to watch games.
Yeah, because I mean, look,
keep it coming. Keep it coming.
John,
if we
John,
were,
John, at what point did they start booing today?
They were booing
in the second quarter.
Second
They were
quarter.
booing in the second quarter, Red.
They were booing in the second quarter because we just look horrible. We just look horrible.
When have we ever had a team start booing like that in the second? I mean, fans to start booing in the second quarter. Hey, Kool-Aid, you remember them Fulton County days and stuff like that back in the day? Not Red, CW, y'all remember that? When was the last time y'all heard a Falcons crowd boo that early in the game? Honestly, and with all the years that y'all have been Falcon fans, from my Fulton County alum, I've only been to 2 games of Fulton County when I was a kid. But all my Fulton County alum that was going, how many times did y'all see fans boo that early in a ball game?
Man, they were booing in warm-ups in Fulton County Stadium. Let's keep it a bean.
Yeah.
But in the Georgia Dome, I saw a couple
what
of
I'm
times.
saying is like, what was happening? Like they were just, but
I didn't hear
was
it.
happening?
I don't know.
Turning the ball
From my point of
over.
view, we
No,
weren't
you know what? You know what? Wait a minute. You know what? They booed after those 3 straight false start penalties.
Right.
Yeah, that's when I was hearing them.
Yeah.
When they saw that the players didn't
Gray
come to
Beard,
play
did you see that, Gray Beard?
Yeah.
They were booing after those 3 straight false start penalties.
Yeah,
the
did that cost us a touchdown or something? That cost us a touchdown.
Well, it cost us a drive.
It just killed the momentum. And then, and here's the thing: right before halftime, when you had 2 minutes, you still had timeouts left in your back pocket, and you had a 2-minute warning because we got the ball back at like, what was it, 2:30 or 2:40 at that time?
And
we literally went 3 and out, and literally only took like 40 seconds off the ball.
Quickly went 3 and out.
Now that gave the ball back to them. and they scored a touchdown before half.
Yeah,
right?
they scored
Right.
before half.
And that's
Right.
the
And they only had one
Right.
timeout.
Larry
Right.
They
went
had one timeout.
ballistic. Think about it. Now, everybody know Larry is calm, cool, and collected.
Larry, you went crazy when that happened.
Larry, I'm gonna tell you just how Larry's like, how you gonna sit there and go 3 and out? This is some bull junk. Y'all sit there. Like when I say I've never seen Larry really lose it like that. I mean, he's been animated. Larry lost it after those 3 and out.
Because they just threw the ball. They threw the ball.
Yeah.
They never ran the ball. They ran it once, got a
They
first
threw the ball
down.
3
And I was
times.
like, look what happened. No, not that time, but just before halftime, they just passed it. Play action, pass. Just like, come on, man, what are we doing?
Kool-Aid was in the chat because what Kool-Aid out, and I remember seeing it specifically. Kool-Aid typed 25 3 times in a row right before halftime. He said, run the ball. He didn't even say, he said, he just put 25 3 times. And I said, it's a shame when you got everybody in the fan base. We all know the strength of this team. We like
Algiers didn't touch the ball after halftime.
But
Algiers didn't touch the ball at halftime.
No, Algiers should have touched the ball before halftime.
Well, I know that, but he didn't touch it after halftime. He was DNP from halftime on. That's ridiculous. Somebody need to be fired over that.
Because the one run that you called,
how Algiers don't get the ball at the halftime?
Bro, no, it was just crazy because the one run he had before the first quarter ended, he ran through 4 men. 4 men he ran through. The first guy that hit him pushed off. 2 guys hit him. Literally, it looked like, I'll just put it this way. If you take his number off of him and you put 31 on him with a red helmet, you'll have memories of that man named William Andrews in that backfield. That was what that looked like. That was exactly what that looked like. And they stopped feeding him.
Was he hurt?
No.
I thought he was hurt at first, but that was Bijan.
The only thing that was hurt was probably Bijan's pride because Algiers was starting to get off. Bijan had a couple of runs in that game.
You heard the thing brainstorm. If somebody have a brainstorm, that was the coaches had a brainstorm.
No, that was a brain fart.
That was a brain fart.
Brain fart.
Ryan. The players had brainstorm. I mean, boy, that was one of the things we used to be playing ball, boy.
Hey, Ryan.
With a guy have a brainstorm. His brain just wasn't in the game, and he just got up and started walking.
Man,
people, they mind just. I mean, like, and that's what the coaches did. They had a brainstorm call. They just totally forgot Bijan. I mean, they just totally forgot.
I'm gonna leave people with this. I'm gonna leave people with this, Ryan. I'm gonna leave people with this, right? Kirk Cousins is not Matt Ryan. Kirk Cousins is not Matt Ryan.
Facts.
Totally different quarterback.
Okay, so listen, and C Double is on here. C Double can talk about this on his wrestling show if he wants to. Lex Luger is not Hulk Hogan. They tried to make him into Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
They tried to make him into Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Okay.
He wasn't Hogan. He couldn't
Matt
do it.
Matt Ryan and Kirk Cousins are 2 different quarterbacks, bro. And I would take Matt Ryan 100 times out of 100 times if I had to draft him over Kirk Cousins. We are not the high-flying Atlanta Falcons. We are not that. Run the ball.
Not so hard.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wolf. Look, we said that last night with Georgia when they tried to get cute with it, and Beck was shook like a stripper at Magic City. And all I said was, "Hey, you got to run the ball."
Thank you, ETN. Thank you,
Trevor Etienne. Much respect because you got 3 tutties last night. You literally won that game for us because you was the X factor in that game. Dylan Bell, you got to play better. I think you're one of the best players on the team, but you just had a bad night. Arian Smith didn't have no drops last night. So just think about it. They complimented, and Kirby said, the heck with this throwing stuff. We'll throw when we need to. When they threw the ball, the last time they threw the ball in that game was when they ran that doggone flea flicker and they threw it to Oscar Delp and went out of bounds and gave the team momentum when they needed. At this point, with the way that the Falcons offense is, you're going to run these guys until they can't stop it. And guess what? Then you start using your passing game when they start crashing down in the box and they get to a point where they're like, "Nah, we gonna stop this." And then you leave them linebackers and you leave them safeties naked out there with the speed and the type of talent we have at that wide receiver position. As Kool-Aid said earlier, and I'm gonna let everybody get a final thought. You got a 1 minute apiece because we got to cut it. I'll say this, and I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'll do the wrap up. You got to start figuring out packages with Darnell Mooney.
Got to.
You got to. So I'm gonna let C-Dub start because we got final thoughts. We're getting ready to wrap this thing up. We've been on here for an hour and a half.
Yeah. Go ahead, P-Dub.
I appreciate it, Graybird. All right, guys. Here's my thought when it comes to all this. You know, to the people that want to say, well, trust in Raheem. When Raheem took the team to the Super Bowl, he was a defensive coordinator. He also had Von Miller as well as Aaron Donald. So keep that in mind. We don't have that. So that's why we keep saying we need to make a move. Because my thing is this. If you don't make a move, games like this keep happening. And then I got to go to Raheem, my other last point I want to say. Your ego is going to cost this season if you keep going the way you're going. You feeling yourself at the presser, you and Jimmy saying, "Oh, we're good. We're fine. These guys are great. These guys, pass rush is just there." All right? Because, man, you also said, "Oh, we're not going to be where we were last year." Well, you got to prove it. And if you're taking games lightly, I'm glad you didn't take the NFC South games, but eventually you got to also win your home games and your games against your conference. So that's all I got to say.
We appreciate you, C-Dub. Tell the people where they can find you at, my guy.
Hey, man, C-28, we're going to be talking football. We'll be talking about this Falcons loss. Hey, we got to recoup, go after Tampa. And we'll discuss more about this there. And also, C-28 is the YouTube channel to find us. We'll also be talking wrestling, too. So I'm out, y'all.
I'll be dropping by this week, fam.
Please do. I'll send you the link.
All right, brother. Appreciate you. Kool-Aid, what you got?
Hey, man. Look, man. I can say, like I started off, Mama say there'll be days like this. There'll be days like this. You know, Mama said. So I was just saying, man, hey, look, I know we got some rookie coaches driving this Lamborghini. They wrecked the car today. They didn't prepare. They didn't shine it up. And all the players came out messed up. Let's hope that these guys go back into and get prepared for the next game and not make the mistakes that we did to beat ourselves today. I mean, we made the defensive penalties that we got with the face mask at the wrong time, not thinking and stuff like that. The penalty we got on roughing the passer a couple of times, those was crucial plays in the turning point of the game. The getting outside, we had the linemen was not ready. They was getting outside and stuff like that. And Cool knew he's supposed to have solved that problem from kicking from that left hash mark, man. This dude stayed straight up when the last time he had went to the left a little bit more to kick to the center. And for some odd reason, he had a brainstorm and he stayed straight up. So let's see if the coaches can go in here, be the coaches, get the guys prepared again to get ready to play these guys that we need to beat in our division, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Because in actuality, from my point of view, Seattle did not beat us. We beat ourselves. You know, that's my point right there, man.
Hey, Kool-Aid, tell them where they can find you, my guy.
And you can find me on my channel. I be talking about the Braves. I talk all the Atlanta sports, Braves, Georgia Tech, Atlanta Hawks, Falcons, on ATL Kool-Aid drinkers. And you know, I be drinking the Kool-Aid, so I always go out there saying we gonna win. So I always say we're gonna get this and do that. So I'm gonna be drinking the Kool-Aid a little bit more than everybody. So we're gonna kick. So from that point of view, we're gonna go out now, we're gonna kick Tampa Bay Bucks butt, and we're gonna keep on. We're gonna make our adjustments. We won't make those mistakes that we made today, and they're gonna look a whole lot better. And also, you can catch me on We Talk Hawks. I get up on the panel with them over there. We Talk Hawks TV, and you know, I'm like that with Dixon all the time in his show. So that's where I'm at, man. So hey, and watch out for my channel. I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna give my comments. I do a comment show, so I'm gonna give my comments on ATL Kool-Aid drink on everything. And hey, look, we had Georgia Tech to lose, then we had Georgia to win, then we had Atlanta lose, and then Wednesday night, Atlanta Hawks will have their opening night, bruh.
Kool-Aid, you
All
forgot
right,
I'm gonna
one.
be up in there.
Hey, Kool-Aid,
I'm
you
gonna be
forgot
up
one,
in
big
there on
dog.
opening
Forgot about
night.
Atlanta United.
You forgot about Atlanta
Kool-Aid,
United, baby. We got a
Kool-Aid.
playoff spot.
Let's not get
That's right.
ahead
We
of
do get a
ourselves,
playoff
I
Kool-Aid.
spot.
haven't been
Let's
following
just
Atlanta
focus on the
United, so
Falcons.
but great. I try to throw them in every now and then, but
Hey, they broke the
I couldn't
championship
deal with
curse
them.
in Atlanta. Shoot.
But
They came
they
in
the
right
first,
after
they
and
the
won.
first, man. They the first day. Hey, thumbs up to them. But yeah, that Wednesday night, the Atlanta Hawks will be open up against the Nets. I'm gonna be in there. So it is every other that let me know that our Hawks got a chance to win. Georgia Tech lost, Georgia won, Falcon lost, Hawks win. That's the way I see it, man. So that's where I'm at, man.
Okay.
Y'all
Thank
have
you.
a good one, man.
Hey,
That's
thank you
how
for
it
coming in,
goes. Okay.
Kool-Aid, man.
I
Always a
remember that.
All
pleasure,
right,
man.
Kool-Aid.
We'll see you
All
next
right,
week.
now y'all take care.
Yes, sir.
All right, Kool-Aid.
All right. So I'm gonna let the guests go, and then I'm gonna let my magnificent birdcage crew and myself finish it up. I gotta let all the guests go. So James, what you got, man?
Just they need to do better scheming. They have to do better. They got to be more thorough. Better coaching the small things. When you do the small things, you can build your puzzle better. Kirk got to play better. Jimmy Lake gotta do better overall. And report, and main thing is get with Jerry Gray. And hopefully we can get a pass rusher and a coverage linebacker. Maybe even another corner on that defense. And that's all I got.
Hey, we appreciate you for coming through, James. Definitely look forward to having you next week, man. It'll be a better week when we get that dub, fam.
Already.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you. We got John the Cricket Deacon coming up, and then we got Red, and then Wolf, and then Larry. What y'all got? Well, what you got,
I'll go.
John?
You want me to go? I'll go.
I know. Well, you know what? I know you ain't long-winded, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and jump. Everybody else is long-winded, so
Hey, listen,
John,
man.
I called you long-winded. I love you though.
Hey, listen. All I can say is this, man. If you have to change, you have to change at this point. You have to change the mindset inside the locker room. You have to change the mindset in the locker room. And the only analogy I can bring up is you gotta go Marvelous Marvin Hagler when he put that war hat on. That's where you need to go. You need to put on that war hat, and you need to not say nothing to Thomas Hearns, and you need to go balls to the wall against Thomas Hearns, and you need to start knocking people out. That's what you need to do. There's no pretty way of saying it. We could sit here for 50 hours or 90 hours, 100 hours and say pass rush. But listen, we might not trade for anybody. This might be the team right here. And if this is the team that we have right here, we have to play to our strengths. Every team has a deficiency and every team has a strength. We know what our strengths are. Hopefully Raheem Morris can get into that mindset, because I'm telling you right now, he's giving me Dan Quinn vibes, and that's not real good right now. Because I don't need a coach with the rah all the time. I need you to handle business. I need you to go in there and start knocking these teams out, because we got Tampa and we got the Dallas Cowboys. And people can say whatever they want about Dallas, but like the gentleman here, John said, or ATL Kool-Aid said, every team ain't easy. Every team is not easy. We need to start winning these games, fellas. Anyway, Ryan, I'll catch you up during the week. I'll catch everybody. Larry, nice talking to you guys. Everybody, man, salute to you guys. Beard, Salute to everybody, man. Let's
Tell
just
them where they
make.
can find you at Wolf.
Hey,
They need
man, Wolf
to too.
solidified. I'll be next to the garbage can. Wolf solidified. I'll be next to the garbage can all week. All week I'll be next to the garbage can. I got Freddie Falcon gonna make a special appearance during the week. Freddie Falcon is definitely gonna make a special appearance during the week. You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy Wolf. Remember to get your life up, not your likes up. Shout out to Ryan. Shout out to the BirdCage. Shout out to Larry. Shout out to everybody that's doing content, man. And hopefully we could turn this thing around, man. It's your boy Wolf solidified, man. I'm out.
Appreciate
Ryan,
it,
I'll
Wolf.
call you, bro. All right, bro.
Hey, Wolf, ain't no
What's
hope
up?
with that. We turning it around, dog. Speaking into existence, my guy.
Hey,
Like you
let's
say,
turn
get
this.
your life up, not your likes
Let's
up, my
turn.
guy.
Listen, let's turn this around because, hey, Ryan, I want to keep it PG, but Jimmy Lake, you're giving me blue. You can finish
Oh
the
no.
sentence. You can finish the sentence. You're giving me blue. You can finish the sentence, okay? Because the money shot is a very important thing in the industry, which I'm not gonna name right now, but we're losing on the money downs. The money down, we're losing. All right, it's your boy Wolf.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you, boy.
Appreciate
Hey
you,
man,
Wolf.
y'all can't see. We can't take. See, he a northerner, y'all. This is what I deal with my Northern Falcon fans, but I love them the same. They just a little raw with it. But John, and then we got Red, and then Larry, and then the magnificent Birdcage crew. John, what you got, man?
Gentlemen, we look soft. SAWTFT. Soft. Out there today. I mean, very, very soft. I've got to kind of echo Wolf. Hey, man, the mistakes that we're making, the bad plays that we're making, the bad decisions that we're making, the bad matchups that we're not taking advantage of and being taken advantage of. This can't go on. Not at home. Not at home. I can accept it. I can't accept it anywhere, but I doggone sure can't accept it at home to the paying customer, the ones who are down there, who's buying all the merchandise, the people that that you're trying to sway. And at this particular point, when a person is trying to decide whether they want to be a Falcons fan, what do we have to show them? What do we have to show them? Because see, when you win and you get 2 games on everybody, when you are at the top of the division, you have to continue to seal that. It's just like playing a game of 21. You hit the 21 and you stand back there and you hit that extra one to seal it. Football, you got to seal it every week. It's a brick in the wall. It's always a brick in the wall. Might not be a foundation piece, but in order for the wall to get built, you got to keep putting bricks in the wall in order to build that wall. Falcons, we don't know how to do that yet. We don't know how to do that yet. We're making too many dumb mistakes. We're making too many. I mean, it's just stupid. I know I've just about gone over my minute, so I'm gonna shut it down there. Because see,
John,
Tampa Bay coming. You will find me on many different platforms, many different areas, many
What's
different
your
places.
platform, man?
But my platform, my own personal platform, is the eye test, and we do a thorough examination right up in here, so that everybody will know what it is they're looking at and what it is that actually is going on. And everyone here is always welcome to come on the platform. We have fun for at least 3 hours every Wednesday night. I don't know how folk go to work, but we provided for everybody to come through.
I usually come on afterwards.
Yeah.
See, he get his fix before he go to sleep. I appreciate John the Cricket Deacon for coming through, man. We'll see you
Always
next
a
week
pleasure,
as we
John.
always do, brother. Thank you for coming, man.
All right.
We got Larry of the Dixon Way, aka Barry White of the mic. He didn't turn into Barry White today. He was screaming like Little Richard on the mic today.
And I can't blame him. I can't blame him.
Hey, we all was. Larry, what you got, man? Wrap up.
Very frustrating game by the Atlanta Falcons today. We got beat on all 3 phases. That is defense, offense, and special teams. We got out coached. on defense and offense. We got manhandled in the trenches. When we got manhandled in the trenches on pass blocking. Running, we were doing well until Bergeron got hurt and looked like we abandoned it. Zach Bobo or Mike Robinson needs to learn how to give this offense balance. Luckily, my Georgia Bulldogs were fortunate enough to overcome the horrible play calling by Zach Bobo. But unfortunately, my beloved Falcons could not overcome that. So looking in this is a look in the mirror game, not only for our coaches, but also for our GM who does not have a contract after this season. He must win. You know what I'm saying? So if anyone is in the position that, hey, I got to do something, we're not getting no push on the other side. We're kind of wasting Matthew Judon talent because we don't have anybody on the other side to do it. You know, the reason why you got Justin Simmons is because you could not leave Richie Grant out there. You actually admitted, guess what? I messed up. You know you're effed up now. You know you're not effed up now. You know you're not effed up. Basically. So when you look at it like that, and someone tells me that no, I wouldn't give 2 first-round picks and a player for Crosby. Crosby is at the top of the food chain. There's probably only Myles Garrett and TJ Watt that's better than him at pass rushing in the entire NFL. When you get somebody who is pretty much the cream of the crop, or Bosa, if you can get the cream of the crop and you're not willing to get 2 first rounds away, what's going on? It's not like that my GM has drafted that he's such a draft genius on defense that we're going to trust him to go get the next best thing in college football. So this guy isn't over 30. He's 27 years old. If you have a chance to get Max Crosby, damn those picks. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a chance to win right now. And if your contract ain't guaranteed next year, you got to make sure we try to win it this year, man. The NFC is to be had this year. It really is. Yep. There's no dominant team in there.
No. Detroit. Hey, Larry, the NFC, I'm on my camera froze. StreamYard doing what StreamYard do. But I say this.
Yeah.
The NFC is as wide open as a street walker on a Saturday night at 2 a.m., ready to give up the draw. Hey, that's how the NFC is at this point.
Detroit for real and Green Bay for real.
Exactly. Tell the people where they can find you at, Larry.
You can find me and the beautiful Shonda, one half of the Dixon Way, at the Dixon Way on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Rumble, and X. We stream on all those platforms. We try to give you guys an alternative to listening to the regular commentary, as we provide live commentary through all those games. Guys, if you want to get some biased Atlanta content, commentary, then come on over to the Dixon Way. Turn down your TV, turn up the Dixon Way. That's what we do. And I appreciate you having me on the platform as always, guys. You guys have a great rest of your evening. Rise up. Peace up, A-Town down. Deuces.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Well, now that we got the magnificent BirdCage crew here, K-Dub, you was at the game. You saw it, You pretty much saw it bird's eye view right there on the spot. So what are the final thoughts? Because we done beat this dead horse to a pulp today.
I mean, I don't want to. I mean, I was listening, but it's hard to get on until I got into the car. But I mean, a lot of people touched on a lot of things that I was thinking. But just coming in, I think John said, man, the people that come in and pay their hard-earned money, this long drive up here, long drive back. I mean, it's a lot you put into it. Switching days off from work. I mean, it's a lot you put into going to these games. You want them to show up and show out. But the key thing is just like Larry said, man, you got to go out and give away them resources. We got to go get guys to win right now because you have a chance to go do something, and we need that pass rush. So, giving up a couple picks, I'm all in for it because we could not get in there and get back there on Geno and do the things that we needed to do today. And like I said, we're gonna lose some games. So I'm not gonna get too high, too low on this loss. It sucks that I was at the game, But I did say we would lose at least 5 or 6 games. It's just one of the losses. We have to regroup and, like I said, and continue to play top-notch football in our division and go and get the win next week. I just wish that, me being in the house, they got the win, but, hey, it is what it is. Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinators, special teams coordinators, everybody need to get under the blade today. But like I say, it's a tough league that we play in. You're going to have tough losses. We need to rebound. It's all about how you respond after the loss or what we do next week. That's what I'm really worried about and focused on. I ain't going to be long-winded. I'm just glad that I've got it on the show. I didn't think I was going to get on before you guys got off. So, I'm just happy to be in here and just headed back home. Like I said, I'm wishing and praying for a Falcon win next week to try to rebound and continue to keep the lead in the division.
And it's a key ball game because of the fact of it being a division ball game. And if you win this week, it pretty much decides that you're pretty much going to win the division if you win, because you've already beaten New Orleans, you've already beaten Carolina, and you've already beaten the Saints. At this point, it's just like this, man. You win, you're pretty much on the division because you've beaten everybody and you've beaten the Bucks twice. So this game, I mean, and I know we all got laughed at when I said it on the show. Remember I said it's a possibility. I said I got a feeling Atlanta gonna sweep the division this year. And I said that early in the offseason, and I got laughed at. You crazy and da-da-da. New Orleans can't get healthy. They messed up. Carolina just can't figure it out. Tampa is the only legitimate threat. We beat Tampa, we can beat them other two.
Yeah.
And we get Carolina in our house this time, and then we got to go to New Orleans, but they struggling to win in their own house. So, again, it's just one of those things. Gray Beard, what you got to wrap up?
I mean, pretty much ain't nothing to be scared, man. We got to regroup, man. I mean, everybody don't hit it over the head. We got beat in all 3 phases of football. We caused no turnovers on defense, but we gave up 3 turnovers on offense. So, I mean, just one of these losses where you got to look in the mirror, be like, hey, man, let's regroup, man. We got a tough game to go on in Tampa. They playing Monday night, so we're going to see how that playing out. Then they turn around and play Sunday against us. So we just need to go ahead and get this loss out our head, but let them be a reminder. Because Coach Raheem don't say this time and time again. You need to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Right now, we're uncomfortable. How you going to respond like K-Dub said, man? So I just think everybody needs to just go ahead and be like, get ready to go to work. I mean, that's all they do. Get ready to go back to work, man. So hopefully, man, everybody enjoy the rest of their weekend. Get ready for this Back to Reality Monday. Shout out to the Bulldogs, man, for saving the weekend. Shout out to the Bulldogs.
They ain't just stay the weekend. They pretty much own the weekend. That was what that was. And they almost got cheated out, and they tried to cheat them out of that game. So at this point,
shout out to that defense. Shout out to Walker finally being healthy and how much a game changer he is on that side of the football.
Terry, you better be looking at number 11 or number 13 coming in.
I'm trying to tell you.
I'm telling you.
Punter, like you said, Ryan, looking at that punter good, man.
Yeah, that and you remember I said the biggest thing is because look, Pinion's getting older, and you can get a younger punter in here that's got a booming leg, and I said hands down, if we don't take none of these pass rushes, hey man, go get that punter we got at Georgia, draft him. I'm okay with you drafting him.
I just really looked at. I took a real good look at him last night after you made that comment. I'm like, man, this guy is booming these punts.
He got a leg.
Because think about it, the punt that put him on the map, I knew a little bit about him when he came over, and I said I got to see if he transitions from just kicking the ball in a soccer ball in Australia and a rugby ball in Australia to over here. The game that put him on the map was in 2022 when he had that corner kick for 75 yards.
Tennessee.
And when they in Athens. But at this point, that man is consistent. Like, and it takes a lot for me to say this. I'll be real. I think he's as close to having a Ray Guy, the legendary punter who played for the Raiders, South Georgia legend, Mr. Ray Guy, Georgia boy, got an award named after him. So when you talk about a guy that punts like Ray Guy, that's it right there. That is a game changer. So if we're going to draft special teams, I think you might want to go ahead and get you a good punter you can have for the next 20, for the next 15 to 20 years. Because homeboy he enjoys punting and he ain't scared to tackle. So again, man, I appreciate y'all boys for you actually froze, K-Dub.
Yeah, you froze, my guy.
Yeah.
Froze now.
But it's okay. There you go.
go.
I was gonna say, man, I appreciate y'all for stopping through, man. I went an hour over. We were supposed to only do like an hour, maybe 5-15 minutes, man. It's damn near 2 hours, but we gonna go ahead and end this. We're gonna see y'all Thursday at 8 p.m. You know how we get down. You either get right or you get left. We're gonna look into the matchup that we're gonna have coming up against the Tampa Bay Bucks for next Sunday, because that's 7 days off. You got a chance to heal up, regroup, get guys back. This is a game that you must have, because you get this game, you truly own the division. So hey, we gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay prayed up, and just enjoy the process of us being at the top of the division, even with this loss. Do not turn tail just because one bad game happened. Things happen. If you're gonna be a fan all the way through. Do not get on these social media sites and all these places turning on this team, man. Ride with us during the good and bad. What you got, K-Dub?
I'm just saying, be 100, man. Said, games. All about
Woo, chop it up real bad, my guy.
I agree.
I said, it's all about how you respond after the loss.
Mm-hmm. And the way that we respond after this loss, it's got to be a heart-to-heart conversation that's got to be had with Jimmy Lake at this point, because that defense got to get on point.
Yeah.
It's at this point where it's got to get on point. But while we getting on point, man, y'all stay safe out there. We'll catch you Thursday at 8. It's the BirdCage, the Benediction Show. We're out.
Peace.